Sarah, it's been a while. I have some news to share. You're free right now, aren't you?
Hi, Emma. I'm on my work break right now. Should I call you?
Oh, no need. I don't really like phone calls. Let's just keep chatting over text like this.
You never used to mind phone calls before.
People change. Besides, texting is more convenient. You can respond whenever you want. Like when you're not too busy with work, which seems to be never these days. I miss our long phone calls, though. Remember when we'd talk for hours? Back when you were fun.
All right, so what's this news about?
Hold on, I want to catch up first. We haven't talked in forever. You never respond to my messages these days. Remember when we used to chat every day? Now I'm lucky if I get one message a week from you. Are you really that busy, or are you avoiding me?
Actually, I've been really busy with work. The company's going through some changes.
Work, work, work. That's all you ever talk about. You're becoming such a boring adult. Remember when you used to be fun? We used to go shopping together all the time. Now you never have time.
Things change when you have responsibilities.
You sound just like Mom when you say that. Always so serious now. Speaking of responsibilities, have you and Mike had any kids yet? You should have by now, right? I mean, you've been married for almost 5 years. All your college friends have kids already. Even Linda had twins last year. And Meg just had her second, right? Don't you feel left behind?
We did just hit our 5-year mark, but no kids yet. As I've said before, when you asked, we're currently not in a financial position for that. We've discussed it as a couple and decided to wait for a while.
But you've been saying that for years now. What are you waiting for? To be millionaires? Still not financially stable, even though you both work? How incompetent are you two at making money? Everyone has kids without being rich. Look at Meg. She's a stay-at-home mom. Her husband supports the whole family. That's how it should be.
But there are various circumstances.
What circumstances could possibly be keeping you from having kids? You're not getting any younger. Do you want your kids to call you grandma? Time isn't going to wait for you. Your biological clock is ticking.
We have our own reasons. I'd rather not discuss about them now.
Have you even gotten checked? I can introduce you a good doctor.
That's inappropriate, Emma.
Just asking. I'm concerned about my sister's fertility. As your sister, I have the right to know. You're being so secretive. Why won't you tell me anything anymore? We used to share everything. Now you're like a stranger.
Anyway, what's your news?
Oh, right, my news. Actually, it's pretty amazing news. Like, life-changing amazing. Want to guess? No? Fine, I'll tell you. I'm actually pregnant.
What? Pregnant? Wait, aren't you still single?
Yeah, so what? And I don't plan on getting married either. Marriage is so old-fashioned anyway. Only boring people get married these days. No offense to you and Mike, but really, who needs marriage? It just ties you down. Makes everything so complicated. Look how stressed you are all the time.
So, you're planning to be a single mother?
What else would I be? It's the modern way. At least I'll actually be a mother. Unlike some people, I've always been better at getting what I want. Always have been, always will be. Remember how I always got what I wanted from my mom and dad? Still do.
So, who's the father of the child?
Not sure, actually. I have 5 boyfriends, so it could be any of them.
What? 5 boyfriends?
Unlike you, I'm actually popular. Men just naturally gravitate to me. They all adore me. I could probably get any of them to marry me if I wanted. They're all really successful, too. One's a doctor. Another works in finance. They all make amazing money, but marriage would just tie me down. I like having options. Freedom is important. You wouldn't understand being tied down and all.
Do any of them know about each other?
Who cares? They're all basically the same anyway. Men are so simple.
Do they know you're pregnant?
I haven't told them yet. Might tell the richest one it's definitely his. He'd probably be thrilled. He's always talking about wanting a family. He even owns his own company, has this huge house, perfect for raising a child, much better than your situation.
Emma, that's not right.
Oh, please, don't lecture me about what's right. You're just jealous because I'm doing things my way. At least I'm giving our parents a grandchild. They'll be so happy, unlike you, who keeps disappointing them. Mom cries about not having grandchildren, you know. Dad, too. They tell me all the time.
Really? Does anyone else know about your pregnancy?
Actually, you're the first one I'm telling, because you're my favorite sister-in-law. Well, my only sister-in-law, that is. Aren't you honored? I could have told Mom first, but I chose you. That shows how much I care about you, even though you never have time for me. Even though you're always too busy with things, I still chose you first.
Well, I appreciate that. When did you find out about this?
Oh, just a while ago. I wanted to be absolutely sure. You know how these things can be. Had to be certain before telling anyone. Anyway, since it would be tough to handle the birth alone, I'm thinking of moving back home. I've already started packing. My apartment lease is ending soon anyway.
What? Moving back home? You mean to our parents' house?
What else would moving back home mean? Don't be dense, Sarah. It's the perfect solution. Free childcare. Mom's always wanted a baby in the house. She'll be so excited, finally getting her wish to come true, unlike what you've given her.
Actually, that might be a bit difficult.
Why? There's enough room in the house, right? Plenty of space for everyone. My baby needs some space to grow, to play, and to be happy.
Have you told your mother and father about this yet?
I'm going to tell them, but hey, since you live near them now, I wanted to let you know first. I'll be counting on you to help me out. You can babysit whenever I need a break. It'll be good practice for when you finally have your own baby, if you ever do, at your age.
Help you out, but Mike and I are barely home because of work.
Well, that's why you can't have kids. Mike should get a better job if he has to work so much. What kind of husband is never home? My boyfriends all have time for me, even with their successful careers. Maybe Mike's just avoiding you.
His job isn't the issue.
Then what is? You're both so mysterious about everything. You never tell me anything anymore. We used to share everything. Now you're all secretive about your life.
No, it's not like that. I'm just concerned about you and your baby's future. How are you planning to raise a child alone? Emma, what about your job?
Well, I quit. It wasn't fulfilling anyway. Who needs a job when you have family? That's what family is for, to support each other, unlike how you support Mom and Dad.
What? You quit? You're joking, right? How are you planning to support yourself and the baby?
Well, I had really bad morning sickness, and going to work was such a drag, so I just quit. I couldn't handle the stress anymore. Besides, my boss was being totally unreasonable. He was so mean to me, expected me to show up on time, like I wasn't growing a human inside of me. So inconsiderate.
How unreasonable was he?
He wouldn't let me come in late even though I was sick every morning. Can you believe that? And he got mad when I took too many breaks to rest. Just no sympathy at all. He even complained about my phone use, said I was distracted. As if I could focus with my condition.
Did you tell him you were actually pregnant?
No way! He would have made me do all sorts of paperwork. So much hassle. It was easier to just quit. Besides, I'm going to be a mom now. That's the most important job in the world. More important than your office job. More important than money.
I see. But wait, did you say bad morning sickness? Emma, how many months pregnant are you?
I think about 7 months or so. Time really flies. It feels like yesterday. When I first saw the test. Such a magical moment.
What? 7 months? And you haven't told anyone until now?
Yeah, because I wanted to make sure it would stick before telling anyone. Like I said, morning sickness was just horrible. I could barely function. I was throwing up every single day. It was so exhausting. I could barely get out of bed.
Well, 7 months is really far along. Have you been getting proper prenatal care?
Of course! What kind of mother do you think I am? I've been to the doctor and everything. The baby is perfectly healthy. No problems at all. The baby is already kicking. Want to feel her move? Oh wait, you're too busy with work. Always too busy for family.
Well, glad to know the baby is in good condition.
So anyway, I'm planning to move back next week. I've already started packing boxes. My lease ends at the end of the month anyway. Already gave notice. I can't wait to be home, in my old room, with Mom and Dad. And you nearby to help.
Next week? Wait, that's so sudden.
Why is it sudden? The baby's coming in 2 months. She needs her own nursery. I need time to set up and get ready for this. For the nursery, I'm thinking of pink walls with white furniture. Mom will love decorating it with me. We can go shopping together, like old times, when you used to be fun.
Emma, there's something you need to know.
Mom and Dad will be thrilled to have their first grandchild. Unlike someone, I can actually give them a grandchild to hold. It's funny how I'm having a baby before you guys, even though you're the older ones who should have had kids first. They've waited so long for grandchildren. Mom's going to be the best grandmother.
I told you, we have our reasons for not having children yet.
You keep saying that, but for what reasons? Money can't be that tight. You both have jobs. You're making excuses for not being able to have kids. I got pregnant right away, so there's nothing wrong with our family's genes. The problem must be with you. Maybe you're just too stressed, or maybe Mike's working too hard. Or maybe you're just not trying, not really trying, because you're selfish.
That's not how it works, Emma.
Well, whatever. I'm planning to move on Thursday next week, so you and Mike need to help with the move. I can't lift anything heavy because of the baby. I remember that Mike has a truck, right? He can take the afternoon off from work to move things for me. One afternoon won't kill him, unless he's avoiding family again, like you both always do.
But both Mike and I work on weekdays. Besides, you talk about moving like it's simple, but there's something we've never told you.
Huh? What are you being so dramatic about? Just tell me. You always do this. Always making everything complicated when it's so simple.
Well, actually, we're currently living with your mother and father.
What? Living with my parents? What's that about? I never heard about this. Mom said you guys just lived nearby. When did this happen? Why didn't anyone tell me this? How long have you been living there? Is this some kind of joke? Why would you keep this from me? From your own sister-in-law?
There are certain circumstances why we're living together.
What circumstances? Why is everything always so complicated with you? Don't tell me you were so broke you had to beg Mom and Dad to take you in. And living together? That house isn't even that big. Where am I supposed to stay? I was planning to live there permanently after moving back. This ruins everything. My perfect plan is ruined. Why didn't anyone tell me? How could you keep this from me? All this time, everyone lying to me.
Emma, it's not like that. Maybe we should discuss this in person.
No, I want answers now. I deserve to know everything. How long have you been living there with them?
That's complicated.
Everything is complicated with you. Why can't you just give me a straight answer? I can't believe everyone kept this from me. My own family. How could you all lie to me? What else are you hiding? Mom always acts like everything is normal when we talk. Dad never mentioned anything about this either. I'm your sister-in-law. I had a right to know. Every time I contacted you, all lies, every single time. Do you know how disappointing this is to me?
That's why I think we should properly discuss things with your parents and everyone first, before moving forward with the move and returning to your parents' home.
No, that's impossible. I have no time for that. The contract for our current house ends this month.
So that's why it's next week.
We have to move out within a week, and at this point, we can't just decide not to move. Please do something about this, Sarah.
Even if you say that it's...
Fine, I'm telling Mom.
Sarah, did you hear from Emma? She's coming back home pregnant. Can you believe that? Yes, I just got the news. That she'll be raising the child alone. What are you saying? She won't be alone. She has me, and she has you too. You're counting me in this too? Of course, as a daughter-in-law of this family, it's natural to help her out in this situation. Since you and my son don't have children and won't give us grandchildren, you should at least help take care of Emma and her baby. Take care? She'll be living with us after all. But what about the living expenses if Emma lives here? And where would she stay in the first place? We'll just use your room for her. She'll need space when the baby comes, right? But the room that was originally 2 separate rooms for the siblings, which had the wall removed when we moved in to make one room, right? That's the room my husband and I are using now. All other rooms are either yours or you and your husband's hobby rooms. Where are we supposed to live now in this situation? We have foldable mattresses, so the living room should be fine for you two, right? You wake up earlier anyway, and you're the last to go to bed. I don't think it would be a problem to lay those foldable mattresses in the living room. I actually wake up early because I make breakfast, and I stay up late because of work or housework. Besides, there would absolutely be no privacy in the living room. We don't come home just to sleep. We need our private space as well. Well, unfortunately, we don't have any other rooms. There's nothing we can do about it. You're going to have to either tell Emma she can't come back for the birth, or you arrange the environment so she can. But we're too busy to help. She says she needs to move soon, so you older ones need to endure this, for the sake of her and the grandchild who represent the future, okay? I think you're actually the older ones here. We're elderly. You need to respect your elders. But this happened because you wanted to hide our living arrangement from Emma, right? Well, it would have been troublesome to tell her, right? Weren't you the one who lied about us living near the house because Emma rarely comes home? You even made us keep quiet about it. That's true, but grandchildren are important, right? Do you even understand the current situation? We can't support one more person, let alone two, when the baby comes. It's obvious our living situation will become difficult for all of us. This is where you two working people need to step up. Think of it as filial piety. What? Filial piety? Oh, but we need to make it look like we're actually supporting her. What are you saying? Well, as parents, we don't want to look bad in front of our daughter. We want her to keep thinking we're ideal parents. We want the grandchild to think we're good grandpa and grandma too. So I'm counting on you, Sarah. Think of it as good practice for when you get pregnant and give birth. Please support Emma and her baby. Wait a minute. Let's all talk about this properly, with everyone. Barbara!
It's been a month since we started living together, and honestly, you two really don't care about Mom and Dad at all. I've been watching how you treat them all this time. It's just disgraceful. The way you ignore them, the way you avoid family meals, the way you lock yourselves away.
Where is this coming from?
Do you know how much they've done for you? They gave us everything. Unlike me, you can't give them grandchildren. You're barely home, and you don't even show filial piety. You barely help Mom with housework. You should be grateful they even accepted you as their daughter-in-law. Mom has to do everything herself. Well, you're off at your precious job. Some daughter-in-law you are.
I'm busy with work, so can we talk about this later?
Oh, always with the work excuse. That's all you ever say. Work, work, work. Mom says you don't even eat dinner with them anymore. What kind of daughter doesn't eat with family? How cold you are.
That's because I work late shifts.
But Mike doesn't either. He's never here. Mom cries about it, you know?
He has his own work schedule too.
You're both being so selfish, living here rent-free and can't even have dinner together with family. Do you know how lonely they are? You know what Mom told me? She's so disappointed in you both.
What?
That you locked your bedroom door before. What kind of family locks doors? It's so suspicious. What are you hiding? What could be so secret from your own family?
We value our privacy.
Privacy from your own family? What kind of things are you doing that need privacy? What are you protecting? What's so precious?
It's nothing. We just want privacy, that's all.
But if we end the conversation here, I won't tell you where I took your belongings. I did you a favor, really. Since you love privacy so much, now you can have all the privacy you want. Somewhere else.
What? Our belongings? Emma, what did you do with our stuff?
I contacted an ex-boyfriend from high school who has a truck. We moved all your stuff to a storage unit. He was happy to help. Everything's safe and sound there.
What? So there's none of our belongings left in the house? You deliberately moved them out? Why did you do this without telling us? Did your parents approve this?
Well, you two were just taking up space and being a nuisance. Mom and Dad will agree anyway. After all, unlike you, I'm the righteous heroine carrying their first grandchild. We decided to kick out the useless couple who can't even have kids. Parasites who can't even earn enough despite both working can make do with a shabby apartment. The baby needs space and proper family who care about her, not selfish aunt and uncle who are never home, who lock their doors, who hide away, who don't contribute, who don't appreciate family.
I see. Good job.
That's all you have to say? No anger? Aren't you going to beg to come back?
No.
You brought this on yourself. You had it coming. You should have treated Mom and Dad better. Now you'll learn what it's like without their support. Maybe you'll appreciate family more. They gave you everything, and this is how you repay them? With coldness. You deserve this, you know.
Are you done? Have you said everything you wanted to say?
For now, but don't think this is over. You'll regret treating Mom and Dad like this. They deserve better than you. At least they have me now, their good daughter. Are you crying about your poor living conditions yet? Too bad you don't have Mom and Dad support anymore. You were living so comfortably on their dime. Now it's my turn to be supported by them. How's your life in that cheap apartment? Missing home-cooked meals? Must be hard after being pampered for so long.
Oh, so you'll be supporting them now? Really? That's great. Then I won't feel bad about selling the house.
Huh? What did you just say? Sell the house? What are you talking about? Mom and Dad will support me and the baby. You don't have any right to sell the house. Stop making stupid jokes. You can't sell what isn't yours. This is their house, my parents' home. They've lived there forever.
What are you talking about? The house is actually in Mike's name now.
Huh? What do you mean? It's not Mike's house. That's impossible. You're lying. Mom and Dad would never. Stop lying to me. They wouldn't give away their house to Mike.
Since they said they wanted to be good parents to you, I thought they probably never told you anything negative about themselves. And sure enough, they really didn't tell you.
Hey, what's going on? Explain what's happening here.
When Mike and I got married about a year in, your mother and father asked us to move in with them.
What? Didn't you guys ask to move in? Stop lying. They would have told me if they asked you to move in. Mom tells me everything. She always has.
Your parents actually couldn't keep up with their debts anymore. They couldn't pay the remaining mortgage or car payments.
What debts? Since when do they have debts? You're making this all up. They never mentioned about any debts to me. They're fine financially.
So that means you don't even know about your father getting fired, do you?
What? Fired? That can't be true.
Did you ever wonder how he could afford retirement?
But he said he had savings. He even showed me his bank book. He has plenty of money. Stop trying to make Dad look bad. He worked hard, and he saved well.
Did you check the date on that bank book?
What are you talking about? Why would I check the date? Stop being cryptic.
It happened about 10 years ago. Apparently, he'd been living on odd jobs and loans to pay for living expenses and loan payments, but obviously that couldn't last. That's when they asked us to move in with them, all while keeping it a secret from you.
No, you're making this up. You're just trying to hurt me. They wouldn't hide something important like this from me. But wait a minute, getting fired and having debts? If that's true, then that means the real parasites weren't you guys, but Mom and Dad.
I'd rather not use that word since it's not very nice, but yes, we took over all their debts and mortgage payments and moved in to help them out financially. We thought your father just went a bit overboard with spending after losing his job, and we saw it as a way of showing filial piety.
Where does that money come from?
Where do you think?
And then, don't tell me. It can't be.
Well, it turned out your father had a gambling addiction and your mother was a shopaholic. Even after we moved in, they wouldn't work, and honestly, it was really difficult.
No way! So the reason you couldn't have kids was because you were supporting them financially? All this time? Continuing to pay their debts?
Yes, Mike and I make decent money, but we have too many expenses now. Until you came, we kept our money safe by locking our room, but after you forced us to stay in the living room, money started disappearing from our wallets every day.
What? That's impossible! They wouldn't steal, not from their own children!
Thank goodness we moved our bank book somewhere safe. At least we had enough savings left for moving and starting our new life.
Mom and Dad wouldn't. That's a lie. They're such good parents. They've always taken care of us, given us everything we needed, loved us, protected us.
To you, maybe, but for us?
What's that supposed to mean? They love us equally. They've always said so. Always shown it.
Who do you think paid for all your shopping trips with Mom?
Mom did, with her credit card. She always pays for everything.
Actually, with our credit card.
No.
Everything was. Because we covered their debt payments and loan payments. Both the house and car are in Mike's name now, and we're going to sell both.
Wait, if you sell them, where are we supposed to live from now on?
Well, you're just going to have to figure that out with your parents.
What? You can't do this to us. I'm about to have a baby. This is just bad timing. The nursery is almost ready. What about Mom and Dad? What about my baby? She needs a home. You can't just throw us out.
That's not my problem to solve. After all, your mother and father don't have any income, right? They're probably still taking out loans as we speak. We've stopped letting them have credit cards, but I'm sure they're still borrowing money from somewhere we don't know about.
But there must be some savings left, like Dad's retirement money, and their pension, something, anything.
And just so you know, don't try to count on help from your neighbors or relatives.
Why? The neighbors love Mom and Dad. They're always praising them.
Because your parents already borrowed money from neighbors and relatives too, and never paid them back.
What? That would make everyone hate them. How could they do such a thing?
Mike and I have been going around apologizing and paying back everyone one by one, so they all know about the situation. When we went to tell the neighbors we were moving out of the house because we got kicked out, they all congratulated us, saying, "You finally escaped from this situation."
What? Are Mom and Dad really that bad? I never knew. Never noticed this after all these years.
Your parents seem to think young people should shoulder all the money and work. Your father's favorite phrase is, "We supported America during the economic boom." Haven't you heard it?
Well, he did say they made America wealthy, but I thought it was just a joke. He does say that all the time. I just never realized he was serious.
And your mother's catchphrase is, "I raised one son and one daughter and was a full-time housewife working 24/7, so now it's time to enjoy my well-deserved rest." That's why she made me do all the housework.
But Mom was doing housework. I saw her running the washing machine while you were at work after I moved in. She always seems busy, always moving around, always doing something. She told me she does everything, that you never help her out with the chores.
That's not true. She just turns on the washing machine whenever she feels like it, but doesn't hang the clothes or fold them. Since I get home late, I end up having to rewash the clothes that have been sitting in the machine for hours, then hang them, fold them, and iron them. Mike helps out with that too.
What's the point of that? She's just creating extra work.
If we're lucky with the timing, it's fine, but during the rainy season or midsummer, the clothes left in the machine get absolutely horrible. No matter how many times we asked, she wouldn't stop just pressing the button to make it look like she was doing housework.
What about meals? Mom prepared those, right?
She just reheated what I cooked for her.
Just that?
Before you came back, she wouldn't even reheat things. She wouldn't even step into the kitchen. If Mike or I were around, she'd make one of us do even simple things like getting tea.
What? With no money and no housework, what's going to happen to my life? I can't raise a baby in a situation like this. I don't have any savings. I just quit my job. The baby's coming soon. I need a home. I need support.
They're not going to start working now, so you'll have to work hard to fill the role we've been playing.
No, that's impossible. I'm pregnant. I can't work. I can't do everything you did. I need help.
They were reluctant to let us leave the house all this time, so I'm actually grateful you kicked us out.
Wait, about that. I didn't mean to. Sarah, please come back with Mike. If we get rid of Mom and Dad's hobby room, everyone can have their own room, and we can all live together. We can make everything work out. Please, let's live together. I'll help this time. I promise I'll be different. I'll get a job after the baby. I'll learn to cook. I'll do housework. I'll do anything.
You expect us to come back knowing we'd have to shoulder all the financial and housework burden for you and your parents? Besides, we've already started the process of selling the house and car. Either way, you won't be able to live in that house anymore.
Then at least let me stay with you and Mike in your new place. I'll at least help with the housework. I'll pay rent. Well, after the baby. Please, Sarah, I'll be good. I won't cause any trouble. I'll do whatever you say.
The fact that you say help with housework shows you have no intention of being self-sufficient, so I'll have to decline. Now we can finally live as a couple, so we're going to live our own life from now on. You're going to be a mother too, so you need to become stronger.
I can't possibly work now. If I had known this would happen, I should have at least trapped the richest guy by lying about the baby being his. He would have taken care of everything. It's not too late. I could still call him and tell him it's his baby. He'd believe me. He wants a family anyway.
Listen, Emma, work hard for your child's sake. Don't make your child unhappy. As a mother, you need to put your child's happiness first.
But how? I don't have a job or any money saved. I don't have any skills. I can't do this alone. I'm terrified. What will happen to us and my baby?
That's not our problem anymore. Figure that out yourself. Well then, I wish you good luck.
Wait, Sarah, please don't abandon me like this. Forget about Mom and Dad. Please help me. I'm sorry about everything I said to you. Please pick up. I don't know what to do. I need you. Sarah, please help me.
My husband and I cut ties with our parents and Emma, who ended up moving to a cheap one-room apartment after the house was put up for sale. After giving birth, Emma quietly escaped from her parents and is now working hard as a single mother. Her parents continue their borrowing habits and are still deep in debt, with government offices frequently trying to contact them. Mike legally became part of my family to completely sever ties with his parents.